In its apparent multiplicity, in the relativity of its borrowed being, which might well be called a non-being, can never be anything but the object of an opinion provoked by a sensation. Everything is shadows. What only truly is, what never ceases to be without ever changing or losing itself, is nothingness, emptiness, the rest that every movement from nothing to nothing is always also. The void is tense, since it is a single option. It is always the state of maximum emptiness possible, at least in terms of the meaning of everything we see in our apparent world. Such a limit state, such lack of option to this situation, leads him to his own contradiction, even if apparent and empty. No variations of the void in relation to the void itself, waves, movements, etc., are not prohibited, provided that all these movements are always apparent, that is, that they actually mean nothing. Within the absolute void, the real movements of the void in relation to the void itself form archetypes, projects, plans, reality, what the shadows correspond to, prototypes of all things. Such prototypes are reproduced exhaustively. Each one of them is unique. It is precisely the original whose copies or perfect shadows are nothing but things bearing the same name as it, subject to by time, perishable. The idea they could neither be born nor disappear with them because they are timeless and existent, even though they are founded on the void that is eternal but locally oscillatory since it is tense. For them, there is no becoming nor annihilation for copies expired. Of them there is a true knowledge as of what at all times and from all points of view it is. They are eternal, and in their essence they mean nothing. To have a scientific spirit and to prepare oneself for science is manifestly to subordinate oneself to the idea of the multiplicity of phenomena, to combine only truth and authentic reality with it, and to hold firmly to the contemplative abstraction that leads to knowledge. This distinction between phenomenon and emptiness, matter and nothingness, the by-time and the eternal represents an event in the order of science. This elevation of the eternal project of phenomena above phenomena or their ephemeral multiplicity or fatality is linked to an idea deeply moral, the appreciation of the sensible for the spiritual, of the eternal for the benefit of the by-time. Only in the eternal is the truth of the endless copies of phenomena subject to time. In fact, time is simply a cut and fragmented vision in which an individual being can have an idea which is situated outside of time, since they always in essence mean nothing, are eternal. Time, according to a beautiful formula of Plato, is the moving image of eternity. This also presents an inescapable attraction. In effect, conceiving the world as a phantasmagoria, multicolor and mobile of images that let the show, which are eternal. We are filled with sensory joy. We are forever attached to the phenomena of the world, to the images of the world. We belong at the same time to the world of ideas, of projects, which is the same eternal world where phenomena subject to time occur and which appear to us through phenomena. All our experience of the world, Kant said, is subject to three laws and conditions that are the forms in which all our knowledge is necessarily elaborated. They are called time, space, and causality. But they do not apprehend the world as it can be in and of itself independently of our effort to perceive it, the thing in itself, until it's only to their phenomenal appearance because they are nothing more than the forms of our knowledge. No multiplicity, no appearance and disappearance is possible except through these three. They are therefore sustained only by appearance and can know absolutely nothing about the thing in itself, to which they could not be applied in any way. This even extends to our own self. We know it only as an appearance, not in its essence. In other terms, space, time, and causality are devices of our intelligence, and the conception of things that comes to us in an image conditioned by them is called because immanent. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel and give your like if you enjoy it.